afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the master propaganda hero of Reich, defender of the fatherland. We're off here to a frozen battle on some musky winter between in the north, Red Penetron fighting here for the Soviet Union, for the glory of Comrade Stalin and the 3rd Guards Mechanized Corps, with Lend-Lease, Guard Motor and Counterattack Tactics versus in the south, Paulbennet, fighting for the Wehrmacht, for the Reich here for the Sperrverbande Wolf, with Ostrom Doctrine chosen right off the bat here. We also got points here for a lot of mines here, basically, sort of more importantly, faster building of mines versus MGs and infantry here for Paulbennet. Double Ostrom start here, so Paulbennet immediately sort of choosing to right off the bat try and seize as much territory from his opponent and then hold it, versus Red Penetron, who's going for a more standard and conservative dual conscript sort there, with more conscripts on the way, I imagine. Also no sign of doctrine there for him, and of course Red Penetron, or Paulbennet, just sort of flings forwards the Ostrom, going for all the vital points, securing fuel and so on. In that sense, you can probably find himself with a resource advantage over Penetron here within the first few minutes of the match. Of course, the question is, can he maintain it then throughout the match versus his Soviet opponent? So advance here, splitting up here, but he's not sort of trying to focus right hard on the eastern side of the map with the fuel point. They sort of splitting up there with several minor attachments. That's also where he could run into some problems over the Ostrom. If they get caught in a bad position, then there's going to be no support for them, which means they can very quickly find themselves forced off, and a nice chunk of the map there conceded right away. So it's a bit risky for Paulbennet what he's then proceeding to do with the Ostrom. And that should of course be noted here. Might want to occupy the building here before the Russians make to it. Oh no! Paulbennet there was too slow. He should have run into it as soon as he was done taking the building. Instead, he was a few seconds there to slow on the action, and that basically allowed him to sort of, well, penetrate on there to secure the building. Like Ostrom moving up here and getting the engineers force. No way. Ostrom there holding up in the centre, but there's nothing where they can sort of really do anything. Right here, we are seeing here, they're already here, Paulbennet running into a few sort of awkward problems. Do we anything here from the base? Well, we got Infantry Company up. Going for a sniper. Or does Paulbennet? No, there we go. We do have the sniper. So 3 Ostrom into a sniper. An interesting force composition, in particular versus the Russians. I'm not entirely sure there what Paulbennet was thinking with that one, but it's not necessarily what I would recommend. An MD-42 would have made more sense, in particular he's got bulletins forward. But no, he jolly well went for the sniper versus a Russian player with a lot of infantry. I'm not entirely sure that's the best idea. I mean, it could work, but it could also backfire. We'll of course have to see, but there you go, engineers suffering it, but the Ostrom are in a pretty bad situation cover-wise, and engineers could actually pull it off. Remember, Ostrom are a lot easier to hit than most of the infantry, so if caught out in the open on the poor cover position, they're quickly going to die out here. And then even engineers, if someone can quickly deal with them. So right here we see that Paulbennet strategy, while initially good, quickly ran into problems as spread out too thinly. And again, that's really not where the Ostrom excel. Now he's going there after the sniper from Malta. Very interesting. I'm guessing, of course, he might want to use the sniper to sort of really, well, help the cover up there for the Ostrom's, lack of sort of ability to sort of do serious damage. But again, an MD-42 I think would also been rather nice, and always losing both fuel points here to Penetron. So things are quickly going a bit awkwardly there. We got Molotovs up, we got field infirmaries up there for Penetron, who's also penetrating into the centre of the village. Eastern side already have fallen. We got Pioneers with a sniper moving up there, and Ostrom just rushing back there, leaving only one unit here to try and hold a part of the village against the Russians, but there's simply put too many of them. Sergei, we shall have to leave! Me? No, not you! You're a communist! Get away! My Pioneers, the conscripts now, they're trying to bleed away. The conscripts of the Pioneers are suffering quite harshly in the process. And if he's not careful, that Paulbennet could suffer a loss there, and certainly losing the Pioneers that early on could happen quite a bit. Noting, by the way, no tech up here, no tech up. We got the Grenadier crew moving up here for Paulbennet. Also, when they shifted away there, and the other two should be ready to mount again and fight the Marxist foe for the fatherland. Here, Ostrom again encountering those nasty engineers. This time though they do have a bit of cover, but it's still light versus heavy, so the Ostrom usually end up losing that one out. Mortar fire here, almost getting something killed, but almost doesn't quite count in those situations. There you go, sniper still hanging back, they're getting off a further kill there against the conscripts. Ostrom moving up, but out in the open again. I mean, they're not just vulnerable, they also really can't hit anything. There we go. Then in the end, seems like the mortar and the sniper here saves the day. The conscripts are pushed away. There's simply too many in the Ostrom here. Having mild success versus the engineers. Very mild success. Take up there for Paulbennet. Nothing for penetron. There's up to go on for 4th conscript squad. Continuing his doctrine. There's none of them that really work into it. The closer you get here is actually learn these tactics with the conscript repair kits. Otherwise, none of the other doctrines sort of really offer anything. It makes maybe for Mother Russia, but that could also work with other infantry. So, there's some things there. We'll of course have to see. I mean, some players of course still go for whatever sort of they just want to, without necessarily considering if it actually sort of does anything with the current force composition. Anyways, comes there holding up nicely. Snipers supporting that Ostrom getting cut apart there in the open, and we got Lend-Lease here, and we got the heavy machine gun out there for penetron, the Dushka heavy machine gun. Constance hanging about there. Good having a point there. Also moving back there. We got the Constance moving in. Constance being handed down there by Pioneers for the Flammenwerfer. Secure. Mortar support here, but still Paulbennet is splitting up his forces rather excessively. There we got the 2nd Pioneer Squad. We got the Light Megadas Company up here for him. Penetron still not really going for anything in his base there. He's just so far relying on conscripts and heavy machine guns. There we go. Shifting back and forth here with Pioneers between the building and not. And there we go, opening up the conscripts at the same time. We've got the heavy machine gun opening up there on the Pioneers. The bullets raining through the windows, the walls and so on. Scheiße! This is all a Scheiße! Versus that Russian machine gun. Let's get out of here. Ostrom occupying the centre there. Panzergunner is now he's going for the 222. Panzergunners I think would also be a good choice here so far, but we got here finally penetron taking up himself. Panzergunners I think would have been also a nice thing so you can make up for the Ostrom. Not exactly good assault troops and also like a bit more firepower in a lot of situations. Panzergunners then would sort of allow them sort of way up against that sort of initial disadvantage, then sort of allow them sort of push harder against penetron. But at least so far, now on that instead we do have the 222 like the Panzer Spielwagen. Primary German scout car for quite a bit there until they basically had to replace it, and while it had some advantages, one of the issues was in the actual war, it wasn't actually very good off-road, which rather limits its utility as a scout vehicle, so they sort of shift towards half-track ones, based on the 250 half-track primarily. This the light infantry half-track was primarily actually used for that. By the end of the war, it was known as the Kaiser variant, by the way. Fun fact there. I believe some 251 half-tracks also were sort of converted to have sort of a bit like scout cars, but they were a bit too big and too clumsy for it. Some actually existed. Meanwhile, comes are getting absolutely classed by the 222. Pioneers are getting cut down by the Dushka and the supporting infantry. Not good there for Paulbennet. Also occupying the smouldering church there. And going for the fuel put up there. He's really struggling to get any kind of fuel here versus penetron, who's so far leading away there nicely. Penetron is having a hard time holding the rest of the map at the moment here, but beyond that, that's not too bad. He's actually getting anti-tank grenades now, so help catch up some things. There we go. Dushka not quite aimed. Probably always could use armor piercing grenades to quickly tear through the 222, which is just to deal with the communists. And there, going to tank grenade, almost knocked out their conscript flanking in there. Good losing, good losing. He's going to lose it actually. Sniper also pushed away the party's trying to help, but ultimately the flamethrowers of no use. And there we go. We got Panzergunners there arriving for Paulbennet. Some troops of a higher caliber around here to support the Spearfair Bandit while the Pioneers there pull back. Centre once were lost here to penetron and the Soviet army. Noting, by the way, that despite, hanging all those mine bullets, I don't think we've actually seen a single mine. Oh, there we go. We finally got a mine down here from penetron. I was about to, say we haven't seen a single one, which does seem a bit peculiar. Mortar caught. Fuel finally gained here again for Paulbennet. We'll of course have to see how long that actually lasts. But now we do have the Panzergunners out. We do have something a bit more assaulty, something a bit more offensive, something that can push forward here for Paulbennet. Mortar fire raining down. Pioneers moving ahead. Sniper fire there. More mines down now. We see here that penetron's beginning to really dig in there. That is good. That is good. He's also beginning to float a lot of resources. Is he planning something here? Perhaps he might want to go for a half-track assault group. Rarer to see, but I suppose he could try for it. I'm certainly giving him a half track that way, plus some guards assault troops with their PPH-41s. Indonesia versus Ostrom, and Ostrom then going nicely positioned by the bridge. It's Pioneers with sniper support moving to the centre, and westwards there, Panzers actually haven't engaged anything yet. So there's the enemy. I hear shooting over there. Perhaps we should head over there. Ja, vorwärts. Ostrom medic up there, medic bunker up here. Could go for another panzer squad, of course. Martin's considering a pack 40 up just in case, penetron hits him with vehicles. I mean, we haven't seen any sort of light armor for some time, which of course could indicate he might even be going for tier 4. But of course, we know he hasn't gone for anything, but I'm surprised that Paulbennet really has prepared at all for vehicles. Our panzer wing might get the Druska doing some good damage there. Doing some damage, taking some losses to the conscripts while he's trying to get there. We go, him machine gun pushed away, bun grenade field to make much impression there. Pioneers and snipers there. Mine swims up because he's now realised, of course, there's mine down, so not much running into that. We got mortar sniper fire there. Conscripts with a lot of trouble. Conscripts trying to flank in and deal with them. No, he leaves the Panthers, but it's just doing nothing there. And he lost a sniper who rather conveniently died by a tombstone. And there we go, he did jolly well go for the half-check assault group there, M5 half-check there, filled with guardsmen with submachine guns. A nasty little combo there from Penetron. As they're pulling into the building up with the conscripts here, he's going to have absolutely nothing to catch with it. His best option might actually be to upgrade his panzer gunners, meaning he's not going to get that much only before he always has to cut down their firepower just to be able to have something to deal with the enemy vehicles. After they're rushing ahead, Panzer are doing what they can. Mortar fire continue to rain down here. There you go, force-way Molotov burning into the windows, half coming in. What's here? There's the Pioneers, got mines up down. Too late though, and their S-mines, that's only going to temporarily slow down the Russians at most. Panzers are doing what they can here to stall the advance. Veterans won. We're down to 2 men, they're going to have to fall back there. An incendiary frangible of doom, and there we go, using the half-tech to clear out the S-mines. At least some of them, there's still a bunch left, and the guardsmen aren't careful, or the half-track ends up pushing into them. I mean, there could be some nasty losses there. Ostrom moving up there. So what will Paulbennet do next? Pack 40 or what? And will Penetron upgrade his half-track, or does he have other plans with the Jesuit to enforce? Of course, is not a bad idea either. But there you go, Ostrom moving up. Hey, machine guns to deal with them. There we go, out in the open. The Ostrom easy target here, easy prey for the Druska, and there we go, we're seeing them quickly fall like flies. Up north comes the Ostrom again, rushing in there. Paulbennet's men are being extended beyond their capacity here, and the punishing casualties are quite evident. There we go, actually using the remaining guardsmen to clear out the mines. They were clearly traitors to the Soviet state. Grabbing a point there. So Paul McCop here for Paulbennet. Oh, the Ostrom caught by the 5th to cover their mountain, plus the conscripts there got wiped out. And of course the conscripts, they can quickly fix up the damage there. Going up here. Paulbennet a bit more on the back foot, of course in this case he actually sort of went for it, interesting move there, and then he's upgrading his pants with the pants so ensuring that way he's got something while he's getting out armour. Bit risky, and of course it does also mean he's basically cutting his own anti-engine firepower short while he needs it the most. I mean, he's got nothing sort of beyond that really seriously to deal with, 4 country squads and a squad of guardsmen. So in that sense he's pushing his luck a bit here, Mr. Bennett, pushing it just a bit. So of course, have to see next to peak. Oh, he's going for an Austrian here now. Yeah, I guess that's one way of doing it. Part of me would think, wouldn't it then just be better, just keep the regular panzers that go for a Stug instead of the other way around? Of course, that is me in my opinion. He's got Ostrom here, hold it up with the guardsmen. There, PPG to make a short work here of the Ostrom, forcing their way there with some sharp shots there from the submachine guns. Quite popular in some senses. The Germans actually managed to capture quite a few millions of them, and they actually converted a million or two to actually use German ammunition. It was a pretty potent submachine gun, though they had to shift away from the drum magazine, as you see there on the tube, because, well, it actually couldn't hold all the bullets in there, and actually would sort of ruin the spring, meant for sort of, well, pushing out the bullets, so that rather saw them switching over to stick magazines in the longer run. But there you go, Austrian flak comes out here to support the Sperverbande. I'm guessing penetron, but looks like he's just going to play straight for the Forces Sherman. From there, and it's a bit risky now, of course, that Paulbennet is getting out armor. Of course, have to see if penetron can somehow pull it off, but it's going to be pretty risky though. And there we go, we've got Pioneers moving up here, laying down mines inside penetron's territory. Now that's some pretty cheeky stuff there. Pretty cheeky. Could work out, but it could also backfire on him just for sort of wasted munitions. Panzers there moving up with leading his, well, remaining infantry really. There you go, engineers in the fight for the Flak Panzer. Lots of snow being knocked out, not so many Russians, but there we go. Forced away, at the very least, the explosive presence there rather crushing them. I'm guessing what he was trying to do is set up some S-mounts and retreat, so when he used the hat to retreat there, would get caught up. Problem is, you know, he'd be better off doing it either here or there. Right there, it's a bit awkward. Also looks like he lost his mortar here to a mine. Really good work there by penetron mining up stuff then. Very good work there, I'm sure that Paulbennet disagrees. Then we are going for the mid-game analysis. Current situation damage-wise, Paulbennet's a bit behind there again. That's probably again, you know, he went for snipers, he went for Ostholm. He didn't really have any sort of really damage dealers beyond that. No MG42 sort of for longer run with the rounds, or, you know, really a lot of panzer gun or anything. So in that sense, he's a bit behind. They also killed, of course, he's got the Ostholm, which do die easy under the right conditions. Sadly, Paulbennet sort of played into that. Of course, the Flak Panzer should be able to turn things around there, but it's a bit risky. If we sort of look at army value, a bit closer until, you know, we sort of saw the half-track arrive plus other bits there now. He's struggling a bit, but again, closer now with the arrival of the Flak Panzer to, you know, try and save the day here for the Wehrmacht. Point held, a lot closer here, but overall things are perhaps not looking good here for Paulbennet. He needs to do something a bit more drastic to turn things around in that regard. Either throwing an officer to make the Ostholm just a bit better would be good, or getting out some panzer guns to just do some actual infantry damage and using it a bit more properly than he did in the initial place there. Machine guns would also be a pretty good addition here for Paulbennet though. But the next up he should get is probably a Stuka to provide some more anti-tank firepower, something with a bit more range and such, and something to support the Ostwind and so on. But otherwise, you know, also more panzer guns, and an officer would be a good choice. More mines in sort of more, you know, closer to home bases would also be a good spot. Maybe some teller mines or something to just catch up vehicles and armor would be a pretty good choice there for Paulbennet, and also perhaps a bit more decision where he sort of wants to initially hold. You know, if he can do that, he might have a chance of pulling through, but if he just keeps up with the current state of play, he might run into some rather serious problems. If we're looking at penetron, he's currently sort of the one doing alright. He's got more victory points, he's got a larger force, he's got more infantry, and he's actually got combat worthy infantry, and that's the thing. I mean, if you do go for Ostholm, you do have to ensure there's something else sort of back them up, or you'll play them correctly. And in that sense, Paulbennet's not really gone either way, and again, he's not really getting any more panzer to sort of pick up the slack. I mean, most players that go for sort of Ostholm play tends to either get a bunch of panzer to sort of, you know, halfway through the game, you know, do more of the work, or they get grenadiers with like machine guns. Paulbennet hasn't really done anything, and of course the Flak Panzer rush sort of works, but it should have been faster actually. So of course have to see how he pulls through this one. For penetron, of course, I mean, he's got all the options here. I mean, he can play for the Sherman there, but the kid still could have some risks. Apparently, we still like to maybe just take up just a bit, even go for special off command, just add in something more. More mines, of course, would be a good choice there. Otherwise, for Mr. Penetron, I'm going to keep up the attack there. I mean, in that sense, you know, he's not the type to just bash us into a wall. He's also constantly got weak spots hitting from sides and the likes, and that way he's keeping Paulbennet a bit more on the back foot and a bit more contained. That's not too bad there. But let's return to the fight and see what actually happens.
We have 300 points remaining.
Ostholm there shooting away. Pioneers moving hit, Panzer supporting. And quick Molotov here. Conscripts pushed away. Double field guns here by for penetron. He's really preparing now for Paulbennet. You're getting out more armor. Not bad. Ostholm got the transport here. Almost got the conscripts, but not quite, not quite. And he's also very focused on this one. He could focus on just go for this one, which is actually a lot less defended here by penetron at the moment. And the Ostholm left to deal with the conscripts veteran defeat on their own, while they are themselves only veterans who will not attack the best engagement there for penetron's men. Then again, of course, they are only Ostholm. They go back to the heart has been upgraded with the court mount, increasing its anti-infantry firepower notably. Careful with the Ostwind there, careful with the Ostwind. A bit risky, a bit risky. Geballte Ladung, damage, engine. Scheiße. Looks like here the Panzer of the Mount, of course, enough chaos here for the Ostwind to escape, but that was rather risky there by Paulbennet, rather risky. Plenty of manpower going on there, just opening up the Panzer. Really, more pencils right now would be a good choice for Paulbennet. More troops with some actual damage there versus Penetron's men. Getting that Osman repaired, getting an MD42. That also works to an extent. Where's the second Pioneer squad? Oh, there. Probably should up to repair the flak panzer before it's too late. Back here. Going for the points up there. We go. Malta securing the point there for the fatherland. Flak panzer trying to escape here with the damaged engine. Come on, Dieter, make it go faster. Look, if you want to go faster, get out there and push. Otherwise, shut up. And there we go. He's getting an additional panzer squad. Good, good. North, also getting conscripts. We've got pioneers hanging about there. All Malta crew being pushed away. There's too much resistance here for the Russians.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
I'm surprised he didn't move over the other pioneers. Got to actually repair the flak panzer fast. I mean, the more mobility you can have with that, the more you can push back Penetron's troops. But oh well, now he's got the second panzer squad. Should have a better chance of doing that alongside the MD42, but still get that bleeding flak panzer repaired. It is of no use to the fast land in that state. Well, of some use, but you know, not a lot.
We are losing a sector.
Here, but again, Paulbennet needs to be careful about overextending and spreading out his forces too thinly. I mean, that guy, he just risks, you know, giving them over to Penetron piecemeal. And again, he's just shifting back his MB42 there as well. And getting a sense of perhaps desperation from Paulbennet, hoping to just somehow turn things around here, but I mean, he's only making it harder for himself to get anywhere because, I mean, Penetron that way he's got his forces better focused and concentrated. And of course, can he support them with the half-tracks rushing about there as well, meaning any sort of one-on-one moves there is not going to up too well. Panzer attacking across the ice here, no real cover versus conscripts, no support either because he's sending the MB42 first, which could have been helpful there, supporting the Panzer Grenadiers. I mean, in that sense, again, we sent, it's just, it seems like not quite going fully there for Paulbennet. Flak Panzer going up there, got the conscripts, quickly getting suppressed, quickly getting murdered, falling away there with a bit of spirit and thunder. And there we go, Red Penetron calling up the M4C Shermans, the Amcha as it was called. And getting a 50 cover on that as well there. Hoorah for the motherland, comrades in this American tank. Yes, a bit awkward. There we go, Figures and Flak Panzer to fall back, particularly since it's an icy can't stay there long, so actually has to move a bit forwards first. But there you go, Pioneers rushing back, forcing the field guns to sort of at least retreat a bit, but getting a stroke there, good, good, finding some Sturmgeschütz, need to get those troops moving. Panzer Grenadiers being reinforced, no they're not. Panzerfaust there doesn't make much of a dent on the EC8. Guards moving ahead there through the remnants of the cemetery where the sniper of course has been buried, probably in a very shallow grave. We don't talk about that. Stug almost ready, it's the flak panzers actually murdering the Osttroppers instead of the guardsmen. And then the guardsmen finish them off there, a bit of an unholy comradeship there. Also probably a bit unintended. You see it moving in there, perhaps trying to get it, mortar around it, and there you go, Panzer moving up. Bloody well missed the half track. Dietrich, what are you doing? There we go, we got the Sturmgeschütz rolling in, need to be careful, it's a tank, not a tank I mean, it's not a tank, it's a Stug. Mix of words there. Good, he's not just madly rushing in, they need to support, use it to support his infantry or armour properly. Oh no, he's going to do it anyways, we've got more Shermans on the way for Penetron. Catching the half-track here, but at the same time very much risking Stug being knocked up pretty quickly. Got it, but pull back the Stug, pull back the Stug. And why couldn't he have done that as part of a larger... Get out! Ah! Flanked here by the EC8 already, the Stug is in that problem. And there we go, mine went off! Also doing heavy damage there to the Sherman. Heavy damage, they're done. Could have been a telemine or just a regular mine. The occasionally has a chance there. He's moving in the Ostwind! It's not low enough health and you should engage it from the front, Paul. No, 9. I get why he wants to do it. I mean, you can't do it sort of, you know, if you hit the rear armor sufficiently, but engage it from the front. And meanwhile, he's again spreading out his forces so thinly. Almost got it. And there we go. Sherman kaput. Small victory for Paulbennet for Deutschland. If he just focuses his forces more. Malta against the Pioneers, easy at moving up. not EC8 M4C. I mean, it was sort of a version lower, if you will, of the EC8. Didn't quite have all the advantages and the upgrades. They have the same gun and turret though, but otherwise there were some differences. Grabbing a point there.
We are in a dangerous situation.
Panzer are going to be in a bit of trouble. Panzer 6 moving up there, less than 100 points. Paulbennet needs to do something seriously to turn this around now. He's really fumbled this to a certain extent.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Part due to probably not a too well executed Austrian strategy, but also because, you know, he keeps spreading out his forces too thinly when he's attacking. I mean, you don't strike with an open hand, you strike with a fist. You know, you want to punch them, not slap them and say, "You silly scoundrel." You want to punch them and say, "You bastard," and then watch them go down. The problem is, Paulbennet just keeps slapping instead of punching, if you will, then. Which again, you know, problem is, penetron only insists on punching, and he punches quite hard. He might be using some extra implements of pain. Guards were having they're gaining veterans who won 9 kills, and we're getting guards grenadiers now. Interesting to get them now. Out of all times, Mr. Bennett. Black Panther moving up the slow to support, getting up some kills. They're closing veteran 1 Panther dealing with the conscript. Veterans 3. Up close, so they do have the advantage. There we go, Sherman arrives. Of course, he's got 2 here versus 1 Austrian and a bunch of Pantrics. Oh, he does have a Pack 40 now, that does also help. His forces are getting it more focused, but this time already. Panzer's about to get wiped with a veggie too, but scheisse. Why did you retreat so slow, Paulbennet? Your unit preservation's a bit lacking. Run! Fritz! Bloody well, that was close. He almost lost the 2 Panzer squad. That would have been a huge loss at this point. He just only gotten them. Pack 40's moving up, they got Panzers. We need to be careful, set up the Pack 40, set up the Pack 40, don't just march blindly. Careful, Bennett. Hit on the Sherman, Panzer's going to take up in the church there. Almost got the Sherman there, almost got the Sherman, bit more coordinated assault there. Could he get it, could he get it? Sherman gets away. Meanwhile, Port they're being grabbed by the Grenadiers, you need to be spraying them out, they have part of their assault. We got the Flak Panzer opening up at the same time, bit of room here in the east. Pioneers being assaulted here by a large force of conscripts of Sherman. Pioneers rushed away, going for the victory point. He's just really trying to get every single point. He's close to 25 points. Can he pull it off? Can he pull it off? His forces are growing. And he's finally getting a bit more coordinated. His forces, I mean, to have a bit more coherence. Trying to pull back there for repairs. Conscripts quickly swarm it and begin putting it together somehow. Coming up here, there's the Panzer Grenadiers opening up with the Panzer 6 and Sturmgewehrs. Got the Sherman moving up there. Molotov there, they're forcing the Panzers out. They have to get out of there. Oh dear, he's not doing it. And now he's just wasted most of this Panzer, which could have been useful to keep the Sherman at bay later on, or ambush it maybe. Leaving him with only a Pack 40, which is already pulling back there into a situation where he can't help support the centre. Guards moving up there, also flying their way. Flak Panzer shifting about the gun. And Pack 40 holding up. Stu halfway done, halfway done. Guards moving up to clear it out. Up close, they might want to pop up a grenade just to be sure. And then before doing a pretty bad position, need to retreat. Pack 40 setting up. With its flank rather exposed, a pretty risky setup there by Paulbennet, but I'm guessing again he's getting a bit desperate here. Guards from the U1 getting absolutely punched into the ground. He's down to 2 men, suppressed. And Panzer. Oh!
The Sturmgeschütz is ready for use.
No, why did you upgrade both of them with Panzer 6, Paul? Why did you upgrade both? You still have a lot of infantry to deal with. Keep your eye on the ball, Paul. Keep your eye on the ball. While the Shermans are naughty, and definitely something you have to keep in mind of, you also have to keep in mind the infantry, which isn't exactly something Penetron's got in small stocks either. He's got the Sherman there. He could do it, perhaps, but no, pulls back here. Just not going for the finishing blow. At the same time, another Sherman up here. Panzerfaust of no use there. Needs to get the Stug up there. He's actually just acquired and properly supported this time around, Paul. See, just rolling in there. I think he's trying to get the damaged Sherman, but no. Paul. Can't help but feel he seems to crumble a bit under pressure here. Instead he's moving up the Ostwind to try and do something about the Sherman. That's not really the proper response here. Pack 40 being shifted in. Stug with a sliver of health left. Got the other Panzer Squad moving up here. Blitzkrieg. He's getting that Stug. Panzer on there. Getting some hits on the Sherman. Almost got it, almost got it. Ostwind just desperately trying to escape here. Bouncing about on the ice. And Ostwind down. Ostwind down.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by 1.
23 points left. He's moving in the Stug there with a sliver of health. He really wants to get those Shermans. But he never wants to concentrate his forces. Pioneers pushed away there. Duska versus MG4. So he's shifting to armor piercing rounds here. There's not really much use. He doesn't do more damage. He just increases penetration with light vehicles like they've got incendiary rounds. So we should increase damage coming through the Duska there. Mortar joins in and there. They get wiped out. The small desperate stand there. He's got the victory point there as well. Also getting ever grimmer, ever more desperate here. We got a third Sherman here. Red Penetron is just increasing the pressure. And of course again we see it. Now the Panzer got no chance as the Guardsmen, even as the supporting Shermans, he just can't hold anything. Stug being repaired finally. Victory points being lost. We got Pack 40 in a pretty awkward position while other forces are moving up here instead of trying to just tow what he's got at the moment, then push forwards.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
German rolling it, going to moving up Panzer Strikes as well. Good hits there, Sherman moving up. None of them actually close to victory. Oh, never mind, that one is, but that's a bit further away than being repaired. And Panzers with Panzer X wiped out here by a combination of Sherman and grenades there. Pack 40 joining in. Interesting enough, no target weak point. Probably spent the munitions on something else. Might be able to get one Sherman there, but I don't think he's going to win this because, well, you know, he's losing the victory points. And GG, game over here. Lots of Paulbennet, a victory penetron. And what rather caused Paulbennet to lose this round? He wasn't just he went for Ostrom. The problem was, if you should have gone for Ostrom, you also have to consider what opponent you go for. Ostrom sniper is not really that good. There's the service you want Ostrom MG or Lob. Ostrom or Ostrom into quick panzer grenades. Instead, he went for Ostrom sniper mortar. That's not really effective. When you're going for something like the Russians with a larger scorch, you need something else to do. You hold them back and sort of tie them down and also do more damage. I promise with the sniper, it's more effective versus the Western allies with their smaller units. Mortar can work, but then you need something with an MD4 to stall them on while he sort of blasts in. He digs in. Promos Penetron was also in the offensive, which to a certain extent limits the mortar a bit. In particular, there's the Russians who can, of course, more swiftly shift about there, thanks to Ura. So in that sense, what Paulbennet did was. And I think he perhaps is just not quite aware of how to play the Ostrom way, that he went for an Ostrom build that is more tailored towards dealing with the Western allies than the Eastern, well, the Soviet Union basically, and then, you know, he kept playing it throughout the match. And that rather, I think, hurt Paulbennet. I mean, it was nice to use a quick Austrian, problem is, was too slow actually. The 2-2 ended up not really doing much in that sense, you know, he then just, you know, get a bit more flimsy, just kept trying to play it somehow, and he just kept falling apart there because he kept splitting up his troops, kept, you know, leaving them open, exposed, and easy to isolate or deal with. And while he certainly got some good hits in here from time to time, as the game progressed, those things rather sort of slowed down against him, part because of the victory points and part because of unfortunate armor handling from time to time. So I mean, really, when you consider what you're playing and consider again what to go for. I mean, snipers versus Russians is not necessarily a bad idea, but if you're going for an Ostrom build, you don't want snipers, at least not right away until you got something that can really do damage. And again, awesome MGs, and again, that's what Paulbennet didn't really get. And then getting all those Panzerschrecks also. Not really that much affecting anything. You should have gone and kept the regular ones and just rushed for the Stug and just took, well, Penetron on with that instead. Penetron played alright, bit risky there again. It had Paulbennet, normally doing a bit better, you know, he probably could have done a lot more damage to penetron. Things might not look quite as nice. At least he made good use of mine, so of course could have used more. He could have laid down demo charge, and also think he could have maybe made some use here of the support coming there, besides perhaps a few fuel guns. Some mortars would have been quite helpful for him, actually, versus Paulbennet. But there you go, a bit more of an educational episode, but hopefully this has been educational. Hopefully this has learned you so that how perhaps to play it Ostrom and how not to play it. If it did, you know, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send it to me, plan to find some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers, thank you for watching, and hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye.